Good afternoon, Your Honor. Daniel Magoo.
All right. Mr. Gu, you are representing yourself. I do have to apprise you that you are before the court on charge of resisting and obstructing a police officer. That is a high court misdemeanor, or what technically is known as a high court misdemeanor, and or felony punishable by up to 2 years, $2,000 fine plus court costs. There are great perils in representing yourself. In this, you have to understand that I am going to treat you the same as though you know the laws and the rules of evidence. I will not treat you worse because you are not represented. I will not treat you better or grant any favors or try to clarify anything for you. If, for whatever reason, during any point in this proceeding, you wish to be represented by counsel and cannot afford to hire counsel, counsel will be appointed to represent you. As I have in the past hearings asked you to acknowledge what I've said, I'm going to only indicate that I believe that you understand English, you believe that the words that I have said to you are understood, so that we don't get into, you need to remove the gum from your mouth.
Mr. Mayor is back. And if you think representing yourself in court is a good idea, think again. This guy is about to show exactly why legal representation is absolutely critical. If this is your first time on my channel, you're jumping into part 2 of a previous case we covered. Daniel Mayor refuses to answer Judge Simpson's questions, chewing gum in court like it's no big deal, and struts around acting like he's above the law. Spoiler alert, he's not. Watching him start off like this is rough, and honestly, it's hard not to cringe. This is exactly why you need a lawyer. Don't be like Mr. Mayor.
And so I will not ask you to acknowledge. I will presume that you do indeed understand everything that I've said. Now, having said that, what are we doing with this case?
I'd like to move for evidentiary hearing.
You wish to have a preliminary examination? But the people have their witnesses available the second.
We can try, Your Honor, but before moving toward that, would the court be willing to make its inquiries about discovery? I am aware of the defendant having filed a writ of mandamus with the Court of Appeals of the state of Michigan.
Yes.
That was by the Court of Appeals.
Correct.
Contained within that, though, there are allegations that my office has violated its Brady obligations and has not provided sufficient discovery. So I'm not sure if we're ready to preliminary exam. The defendant is saying he doesn't have all of the discovery. That is the concern. The record I feel compelled to make at this time, though, is that people have provided, I do believe, complete discovery to the defendant, and I believe that some of the representations that were made in this writ of mandamus has been dismissed include appear to allege that things that have already been denied by this court should be produced. Furthermore, the defendant filed a motion with no notice of hearing attached to it, so there's an outstanding motion in this case as well, no hearing date scheduled. So I'm hoping to sort of reconcile both of those things, whether or not discovery is complete, the defendant's prepared to the court, and if he ever file a notice of hearing to go along with the motion that I received in this case on 11/22.
Mr. Magoo, your response?
My response is that I thought this was the hearing that we were setting for the motion. So if I have to set a motion for a notice of hearing for that motion, I will do that today, Your Honor, promptly.
What about discovery?
I'm ready to move forward on my what I meant by my discovery comment was that there's still no exculpatory evidence as far as that I did anything wrong, as far as anything that they've submitted. So if it was improper for the wording, Your Honor, I apologize, but my ultimate goal is have the prosecution present their evidence against me.
I'm going to indicate discovery is complete because I don't know what you're saying, because what you just said regarding discovery didn't make any sense. As it regards the motion, we will hear the motion the motion will be heard on date of exam.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Deal with it at that point. so the people would have their witnesses available on the 2nd.
We can try for the 2nd, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person, January 2nd, 2025, 12 noon, that is before me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And continue.
This guy is a perfect example of how dangerous it can be to go into court without representation. Mayor is smug, overconfident, and even tries to outsmart Judge Simpson, but it's clear he has no clue what he's doing. In my eyes, he has the classic sovereign citizen attitude, acting superior, over the top, and completely dismissive of authority. Meanwhile, he's facing serious charges, including assaulting a police officer, and has already lost custody of his child. This isn't a game, yet he treats it like one. Watching him hurt his own case is painful, but also a stark reminder. Always get legal representation. Arrogance and ignorance in court rarely end well. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.